When you see what's going on, this debate here in the United States right now, from the business perspective, your business perspective, what do you think?
We find it completely bizarre. I think, the fact that a few people can hold up America, hold up the world, is astonishing and very worrying. I think that, we just have to hope that this gets resolved extremely quickly so that this fragile economy that we have on a global basis is not damaged and that we can continue to grow out of the recession.
The stalemate continues. How would it impact your business, for example?
Oh, look, I think it's going to impact all businesses worldwide if America, doesn't pay its bills. If a company doesn't pay its bills, it goes bankrupt. If a country like America doesn't pay its bills, it will send horrendous ramifications, I think, worldwide. So, so I just hope sense prevails over the next day or two. I mean, it shouldn't be left longer than that. So we can continue to work to try to get the world back on its feet again and make sure that, people who are out of work can get jobs and that no more damage is done.
You've been hugely successful in the business world. You're also very creative. You've got a lot of ideas. So do you have any good ideas you could offer all the folks here in Washington, what they need to do, how they should resolve this?
Well, look, I'm slightly biased because I see a health system in Great Britain that is not perfect, but it works well. And if I needed an operation in Great Britain, I would choose to have it under the NHS than to go privately. And that applies to any single person who's living in the UK. And I think, if this new health system in America, with all the imperfections of anything new, can be given a chance, I think 10 years from now we'll look back and think, why didn't America always have a system where you looked after the poorest person, and you didn't have the situation where people were not properly looked after. I just very much hope, very much hope, that this can get resolved and this law that's already been passed can be given a chance to work.
You're here in Washington to, I guess, promote this new film on the war on drugs. Totally different subject, but let me play a little clip from the film. Watch this.
We must wage what I have called total war against public enemy number one in the United States, the problem of dangerous drugs.
Since 1971, $2.5 trillion have been spent on the war on drugs.
When we say no to drugs, it'll be clear that we mean absolutely none.
Some think there won't be room for them in jail. We'll make room.
If you can't control drug use in a maximum security prison, how could you control drugs in a free society?
It's a business worth $320 billion worldwide.
If all you do is try to find a police or military solution to the problem, a lot of people die and it doesn't solve the problem.
So, Sir Richard, what do you think? How do we have to deal with this problem?
Well, I've been privileged to sit on the Global Commission on Drug Policy over the last 2 years. We've examined the war of drugs. It's been an abject failure for 60 years. In business, if I'd had a company that failed for 60 years, I would have closed it down 59 years ago. So what we've done is we've looked at countries which have got on top of the problem. Portugal 12 years ago said, we will not lock up our children, we'll not lock up our brothers and sisters for any drugs they're taking. We will instead help them. And if somebody has a drug problem, they come in front of a psychiatrist and a health worker, and they're given advice, they're given help, they're given treatment. And in that way, they've managed to get on top of the problem. Portugal doesn't suffer the cost of hundreds of thousands of people in prison, their lives ruined. Instead, those people are weaned off drugs, they become useful members of society again, and it's dropped from number 3 as a major item in Portugal to number 19. It's almost become a non-event. And I just hope that a big country like America can see sense and do something similar.